Welcome to my vlog about Magid, who has in May been elected the Lord Mayor of Sheffield, and he became a councillor in 2016, a Green councillor, and just recently, I think yesterday, he made a tweet to say that he wanted to ban Trump from Sheffield, the city of Sheffield, because he's a waste man. And also he wanted to make July the 13th, the arrival of Trump, the Sheffield Solidarity Day with Mexico, and I congratulate him for both of those actions. What I've detected though is that there is a lot of racism towards him. A, he's black, B, he's Muslim, and then he's also a refugee. He came with his family in 1994. He fled, or they fled, war-torn Somalia. And he then studied at at Hull University, he studied marine biology and graduated. And as I said, in 2016, he became the Green councillor because the Green Party spoke to him. So, the racist abuse are things like F off back to Somalia, what are you doing here, you Muslims, etc., etc. So, what kind of person is Magid? There is a good Guardian video about him, I think 2 weeks after he became mayor. He said apparently controversial things, which I don't feel controversial at all. But what kind of person is he? I can't really judge because I haven't met him in person. I've seen clips, I've done some research, etc. So I can't really judge, but what I can do is I can tell you some of the things he said. So for instance, he wanted to invite musicians and magicians and artists to come to the council meetings that he now for a year will preside over, which I think is a great idea because I've been to a few and they're bloody boring affairs. I think they could do with a bit of lightening up, and I reckon some creative artistic thinking wouldn't be such a bad thing for some of the councillors up and down the country. So I don't think that's controversial. I think that's a great idea. Some people feel he shouldn't wear the mayoral glamour, the gold chains, etc., which all mayors wear up and down the country, as far as I know. But in a sense, it represents a time when, a sort of imperial time, when England went and invaded country, occupied country, and so Somalia was war-torn for many centuries, and the British had their big part in that. And then from 1945, I think, to 1960, Somalia was under British military occupation. So I think Magid, whose parents would have known about this and lived under this occupation in their youth, I think it is actually a very good thing that he wears it, and it kind of makes a mockery of the whole, I think it, of the whole flamboyancy of this. Yes, so he had other ideas. He wants to write to France to raise funds for war heroes. Not really much wrong with that. Then he says of himself that he is like a glorified community activist, and I think that there's nothing not honourable about that. He wants a more diverse representation on executives, on councils, in parliament. Nothing wrong with that. He wants to celebrate the knowledge of all people that come to this country, bring to this country. Well, me included in a sense. I came here 31 years ago. Then he also thinks about pleasing people, but he has concluded he can't please everybody, so he wants to be himself, which I think we all should be in a sense, shouldn't we? Now, here I have a photograph of him, of his latest, from a tweet he's done, where he wants to make the 13th of July a day of solidarity in Sheffield for Mexico. And you also notice the boots he's wearing and a t-shirt. So yes, here is his Facebook page. And in the few hours that I've done sort of research on him, Googling mainly, looking on his Facebook page, etc., he's gained more than 500 extra likes on Facebook. So it's a bit like with Jeremy Corbyn. The more the press hacked into him, trying to undermine Corbyn, the more support he got. And it seems to be the same with Magid. So, Magid, I want to raise a glass of you. I've been abstaining from alcohol for 3 months, so that's a glass of water. 3 cheers to Magid, and long may your positive thinking continue. Thank you for watching.